Hey there everybody, Phil here for AndroidCentral.com, and we are back with yet another little black box, and inside this little black box is a little black phone. It is the LG Revolution on Verizon. Let's open the box up. Very bright orange inside, and beneath that is really kind of nothing of consequence. You've got manuals and a charger and a micro USB cable, and that's it. So let's toss them aside and zoom in on the phone because that's what we care about. So here we go. Fire them up. You got a 4.3 inch screen. It's not the Nova display like we have in the Optimus Black, but it's not bad. Down on the bottom you have your usual Android capacitive buttons and really cool little texture below them. Up top you've got a 1.3 megapixel camera, and let's see, on the right hand side you've got your volume buttons, up, down, and a little HDMI port underneath a little door. The door actually is really nice. I'm normally not a fan of these because I'm always plugging stuff in, but the doors are really nice. On the left hand side you have the micro USB port there. Really nice design from LG. They do some really good stuff. So that's that. Tell you what, up top you got the power button and 3.5mm headphone jack. And on the back, we'll pop off the battery cover here. And you have a 1500 milliamp hour battery, and pull it out there from the corner. There's actually a little tiny arrow there that shows you where to start pulling to get the battery out. And there are instructions in the box too. Yeah, I looked. You've got your 4G LTE SIM card. So that's new for those of you who have been on Verizon for a long time. There's your micro SD card. It's spring loaded, so it comes out easily. Sometimes, not now. We'll put it back. Pretend I didn't do that. And pop the battery back in and we'll fire this guy up. Again, 1500 milliamp hours. Oh, and there's your 5 megapixel camera and flash on the back. So 1500 milliamp hours. I'd rather see a little more on an LTE device. As you know, as we've learned with the Thunderbolt and the Droid Charge on Verizon, these things will just suck through battery. But the phone itself feels really good. Really nice design. It's a little thicker than some of the other LG phones, the Optimus Black and Optimus 3D. Comparing it to the Thunderbolt here, it's just a tiny bit taller, and the Thunderbolt is hardly a small device. But it really does feel good. It feels solid. It's got a little bit of weight to it, but I would call it heft. It's not heavy, but it feels good in the hand. So there you go. Next to the Thunderbolt, pretty similar. Pretty similar. A little tiny bit more narrow, but not much. Almost not even worth mentioning. So again, 4G LTE, you're gonna get really nice data on this, and really not nice battery life if you're using 4G. So here we are, fired up finally. Actually, it wasn't that bad. And we are greeted with kind of LG's normal lock screen. We've seen this on phones all the way back to the Optimus Z, which was a Korean-only phone we did last year, right? And kind of LG's standard UI. So it's, it's not stock Android, but it's not heavily skinned. And I actually like a lot of the changes you get. So yeah, there's Bing. This thing has Bing. There's no way around it. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat it. It's got Bing. Don't worry about this lag here. It's still booting up and reading cards and stuff. So, see, scanning media files. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. So, Bing Maps, yeah, VZ Navigator. Interesting. So you have two map apps, neither of which is Google Maps, but you can load Google Maps if you want. Check this out. This is really cool. So they've got really nice multimedia widget. Video, photos, albums, artists, playlists. Really cool. I can't wait to load that up and see what that looks like. Over here you've got friends. We can add friends. I'm not going to show you my contacts, sorry. More of the usual Yahoo News. Interesting. Yahoo, Bing, Microsoft. Yeah, it's all here. Sorry folks. Let's play with the little weather widget, shall we? Let's see if we can figure out where I am. Oh, all right, so this is important. You got to turn location services on. I know everybody's freaking out about location now, so here's where you do it. By default, when you first get this phone, nothing's turned on, so you've got to turn on the Verizon services. And you have to turn on, which one is that? Standalone GPS. And then you have to turn on Google location. So none of that is on by default. So those of you who are worried about people knowing where you are, that's how you do it. All right, so now it knows where I am. Cool. Found me pretty close, I guess. And it's hot outside. Look at that. What else? Let's dive into the settings and see exactly what we're dealing with here. And Android 2.2.2. Again, the Revolution's been, known for 4 months now, 5 months almost, right? It was announced at CES. Here we're looking at the how much space is actually on the phone. So you've actually got a fair amount. You've got 13 gigs or so internally. I've got a 16 gig card in there, plus another 1.3 for programs. It's odd, right? So this phone was announced in early January and it still has Froyo on it. Unfortunate, but I would totally expect it to get gingerbread. You don't see Wi-Fi tethering here in the wireless setup. Don't freak out about that. Here's why. You can do USB tethering, right? That's important. But Verizon's got it. It's just under another app here, so it's not going to show up in your wireless settings. So nobody freak out. It's there. You can tether up to 8 hotspots, or 8 devices on the hotspot, which is nice. Again, that's going to chew through your battery nicely, though. Taking a look at the apps here. Here's the app drawer, and this is one of the things that LG does that I really do like. So they put everything into categories, and you can rename the categories. You can move them around. I'll show you that in a second. So they rolled their own Facebook and Twitter apps, or at least they've been tweaked. News and search. There's Bing again. Hi. Bing, bing, bing. Hopefully that's the last Bing phone we see from Verizon. Get a look at all the apps that are preloaded. You got some games, you got some music, you got Amazon. So actually, I mean, it's not a bad list of preloaded apps. That's, for the most part, things I would... Oh, look, there's City ID. Darn it. Just can't get rid of that thing. Let's see, something else you can do, so you can change it to list and see things kind of alphabetically by list. We'll go back to category. You can manage the groups, so you can move them up and down if you want your tools or your downloads or something higher. I really do like the way they've done that. One thing they haven't done is make it so you can change what's down there in the dock, and that's something I really, really wish we could do. It's almost a must if you want to keep me from installing a third-party launcher. So, unfortunate, but it's just the way it is. Not gonna work. Nope. Oh, wait. How about that? It did work. Nice. Okay. So, what else do you want to see? Let's fire up the browser. Yeah. Let's see if we can go to AndroidCentral.com. AndroidCentral.com. Yep, see how it searched Bing? Gonna get used to that, boys and girls. Hopefully we'll see this thing rooted and get some ROMs for it and get all that taken care of. There we go, Android Central coming up. Slowly, surely, eventually, maybe. Hey, there it is. Okay. So kind of your standard browser, right? I mean, Bing only touches so much. I hate to see it on there just because it's a Google phone. I want Google it's an Android phone and I want Google services, but the browser untouched looks normal. So there you go, guys. A very quick look at the new LG Revolution on Verizon. We'll see you later.